Ladies and gentlemen, you know, sometimes you have a game of chess where you go, that was a really enjoyable game. That was a good game. And then the fish turns around and says, that was utter dog shit, and you played like a complete patzer, and so did your opponent, and you were completely shite. Right? Well, this is one of those games. I woke up this morning, I picked up my phone, I played a 5-minute blitz game, and it was great fun. So, fish, right? As you can see, spoiler alert, sorry, you know, it was a bit random, right? There were lots of mistakes made, and apparently we were both completely shite. So, there you go. Anyway, here's the thing, right? You and I, being meat-based life forms, humans, we enjoy chess because it's a fucking game, isn't it? Right? The fish, he don't understand the game. Fish is soulless. So I'm going to present to you now a game what I enjoyed playing an awful lot. I hope you enjoy it as well, and forget the fish, basically. Okay. So here we go. We get an Italian. All right. So what am I playing right now against this? Oh, I'm playing e4, e5. I'm going back to my Freddy Krueger repertoire. The Rousseau Gambit. Now, apparently, according to... So I've got the lines open here. Apparently d3 and then d4 are the best options. My opponent here played d4. Now, what we're not going to do, right? Okay, forget what I just said. We're not going to analyse too much this game. First of all, we're going to enjoy it, right? Because what's the point, right? Life is short. Let's enjoy ourselves, you know? Why do we play chess? You know, we're not here. It's not my job. It's not your job, right? If you are a professional chess player and you're watching this channel, welcome. But why? No, this is for fun. Okay. Anyway, so I know this is like one of the best moves for white, and it's not often played actually at this level. You can kind of take either pawn. I kind of remembered a rule: if the bishop comes out, then you should take the pawn next to the bishop. Okay, so ED, yes, apparently. Okay, and then knight takes. So now all hell has not yet broken loose, but hold my beer. Okay, so now in general, in the Freddy Krueger repertoire, I'll try and give you a little bit of coaching as we go as well, for what it's worth. Generally, when the knight comes in to these, and he's looking at your queen's knight, the general rule is to develop your other knight. Okay? Because you don't want to get caught into this kind of nonsense as well. Okay, so here we have knight takes, and I take back with the b pawn. Okay, so currently, happy days, we're kind of even Stevens. So, what do we have? We've got tension between E and F. I'm threatening d5. And if the d pawn moves, then I'm threatening to recapture maybe on f5. He pushes the pawn. Okay. And here I go Scotch Gambit style. Now this is a move that I remembered from the Scotch Gambit. He's attacking my knight. So in the Scotch Gambit, sometimes this is like the correct move. Here it's not the correct move. Computer says I should play queen e7 and pin the pawn. But we do this, he takes, I take. This is very exciting. Now our queens are facing off. Is he going to scupper my castling rights? No! He plays queen e2 check. Okay, so now we have a situation. This pawn hangs. I'm also in check, right? What can I do? I can't block with the queen. If I block with the bishop, I lose the bishop as well, right? So what do I do? Best move, king f7. King comes out to here, okay? And look at my pawns. I've got tripled isolated queens, bishops, pawns, right, on here. This is ugly. And this one, by the way, hangs. So what does my opponent do? Queen takes c4, check. I decide here to block with the bishop. I could have taken with the king on f6, but I block with the bishop with some tempo. Now, I'm a pawn down, but arguably, I've got my queen on an open file. My opponent is actually behind in development and is now a tempo down because he's got to move the old lady. So she grabs another pawn. Apparently not the best move. Okay, so threatening this, but the queen defends. Okay, now what do we want to do here? Well, number one order of business should really be trying to prevent the king from castling. But I'm also worried about this rook. But actually, here I blunder, I think. I take the pawn and hang the rook. But I haven't hung the rook, have I? Why haven't I hung the rook? Because if queen takes the rook, I have bishop b4, check, and I win the queen. Hurrah. Yeah, but I didn't see that in the game. White now castles. Oh no, my opponent's got safety, right? Now I save the rook. Now, maybe a better move here would have been bishop d6, pairing my bishop and the pawn, eyeing down on h2. Yes, the computer says bishop d6 would have been better. Okay, but anyway, that's not what I do. I play rook c8, defending the pawn that way. He brings out his knight. Okay, so I apologise, it's gone pale. I wish you didn't do that. Okay, now I play bishop d6, which is best move. And, you know, we're kind of equal again. Right, I'm still a pawn down, but I'm not even one pawn down in terms of eval, which just is a great sign that having active pieces is worth more than having pieces. There you go. Knight comes in. This looks like a blunder, or at least a mistake. Right? Knight comes in attacking my queen. Okay, there's one good move here, and that wasn't it. The good move, apparently, was queen e5. Threatening mate in the corner. Okay, I come in here, also threatening mate. But queen e5 would have also threatened the knight a second time. That would have been a better move. So I play queen h4. g3 pretty much forced, I think. Actually, apparently f4 as well. f4 also blocks my bishop's view of h2. And h3 also works because it stops the queen from getting in there. So there were many options. We have g3 on the board. My queen slides across now. I just kind of generally eyeing up the light square. So what's the threat here from black? The threat is bishop takes knight. So finally I put my queen onto a good square, right? Where I'm attacking the knight twice. So what's white going to do here? Defends the knight. Okay. I now decide to go in with Harry the h-pawn. Bishop comes out. Okay. Now this is one of those things you have to go. Okay, an h-pawn attack could be fun, could be decisive, right? Particularly seeing as if I get to h4, he can't really take here, and he can't really move forwards because I've got a pawn looking at that as well. So, although it's on the slow side, I figure actually my king isn't in too much trouble, and the computer here says it's an even game. He brings out his bishop, connects his rooks, fair enough. On goes Harry. There's one decent move here, apparently, is rook d4. And that's what he finds. Okay, this pawn doesn't hang because the queen's looking at it. So apparently I should stick my queen in here. I don't. I bring my queen back with the idea that pawn can't take here because the queen comes in. King's forced there. I don't know. It's all sharp. It's all fun. This is chess. Welcome. Okay. Rook a d1. And I decide to snatch here. He's got to take back with the h-pawn, apparently. He does not. He goes bishop there. And now, what do we do? Right? There's one winning move here for black, if you can find it. And apparently the winning move is queen e2. Threatening to take here with mate to follow. Of course I don't find it. I've got 3 minutes still in the game. I capture here with check with the pawn. I figure it's a check. I'll figure the rest out later. King goes into the corner. Black has the tiniest edge. I still need to play queen e2. I don't. I snatch the knight with another check because I don't know what else to do because I'm only human. Right? And my surname isn't Fish. Obviously it's going to get taken. It's taken by a rook! And now, over to you to finish the game. What do we do? Okay, there's a mate in 2. I find it. Queen e4 check. Can only block with a pawn and bang. Checkmate. Boom. And the fish said it sucked. So we have actually kind of done the analysis as we've gone on, right? Let's have a butcher's. Best move apparently. Right, the computer can never make up its mind about this. Knight takes is okay. He should have pushed on. Okay, and this is the best move. Good. I'm pleased about that. My theory holds true. Takes. Apparently D takes, again, slightly better, but hey, hey, hey. And this is not the move. Now it's saying Knight G4. Before it was saying this as well. So let's pull up the analysis. Knight E4 or Queen E7. It's half. It's nothing. It's a fraction of a pawn difference. Okay. So here, he should take the knight, which is what he did. Queen blocking is not the way to go, and that's the best move. Interesting. That is not the best move. Ooh, queen blocking. Wow. Queen blocking, actually defending this pawn. Because this move did not defend it, did it? And he takes the pawn, but again, not the best move. And I shouldn't even have done that. This is weird. This is one of those things, and you go, oh, but my opponent's got c3. But then apparently, what? We counterattack the queen, opening up the e-file. And this is the stuff you find when you use your time and you take your time. And black is slightly better here. Say the queen goes to a4 or b5, apparently the best moves. And we've got queen e8 check. We've got rook b8 hitting the queen. You look at all this activity, right? Against this king, trying to get it to lose castling rights. Queen e8 check could prompt a trade of queens, but I love this. I love this, like getting the pieces out on the board, just flurrying. I keep having this vision of King Kong at the top of the Empire State with these planes flying around, going like that. That's the kind of chess I enjoy. But hey, do you know what? Do you know what? Forget it. Forget the analysis, right? It's the Rousseau. And this is what you get when you go down the Gambit lines. And I'm just really pleased that I'm still getting these mad-ass games. And if the computer says that I played at 1000 level, I don't care, right? It's a dog shit game, but I enjoyed it, right? Let us not forget to enjoy our chess, guys. Please, for goodness sake, right? It's a game. Let's keep it that way, right? Very, very easy to get suckered into all this computer analysis, and you know, even like in the candidates tournament recently, when they're saying, oh, the computer says this and blah blah blah, the computer's looking 20 moves deep. I reckon that kind of ruins it. Okay, so let's commit. Let's take the next 24 hours and just enjoy ourselves. Enjoy this beautiful, stupid, ugly, very often dog shitty game that we love to play. Let's remember why we love it. Don't you think? Yeah? So let's just do it. Let's play for fun. So any more videos you see from me today is going to be for fun. Nothing else. What do you say? Okay, let's do it. Thank you for watching. See you later.